Welcome to CrysTheArtisTV, the place to be to create a life filled with beauty. Welcome back, guys. I know I look crazy saying that, but anywho, today's DIY costume series is our ventriloquist dummy. This is all done with just regular old makeup and some eyelashes, so let's just jump right into this video because this, my friends, is gonna be a time-consuming but worth it and fun one. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I am going to start with the Garnier Beauty Balm today in light medium and just put that all over my skin like a moisturizer. I'm using my Fluid Fix, Studio Fix, mixed with some of that gold from that palette. We want our skin to kind of shine, you know, like really nicely sand wood. And you want to just make sure to put that on, paying attention to the hairline and the details of that. Of course, you want to take that down through your neck as well in your ears. Putting on some eyeshadow primer. And now I'm going to use my Sedona lace with the green and go straight into the crease with that. This makeup look rather up until this point is just kind of pretty basic. I'm not taking too much detail with the eyeshadow. That's kind of a lighter green, and I'm gonna place that right in the kind of the inner corner area. I'm going to use a light golden color and cover my lid with it. As you notice, I haven't done any major blending or anything. I'm just want to get the color on. I'm gonna take Virgin from the Naked Urban Decay palette and place that as my highlight under my entire eyebrow, not just at the highest point. Now taking a fluffy brush, I'm just gonna blend until it is all the consistency that I want, going back in with a little more of the dark green color, making sure to keep the center of the lid with that golden color on there, and just blend until it's the color you want. Now we're going to draw exaggerated eyes using just a black eyeliner, and I'm just sketching this out. It does not have to be perfect at this point. I'm just sketching out where to place my exaggerated eye. I'm going to use the white from that Makeup Forever palette and fill in where I drew out the exaggerated eye. Apologies for not being in frame, but you want to make sure you get your eyelashes and the waterline and just everything where you are trying to exaggerate your eye so that all of that area is white. So this just takes a little time, but you want to make sure you get the entire area white. If you should get some on the black, it's okay, because we're going to clean it up in another step. Now we're going in with the white from the Sedona lace palette to set that white, that cream product that we just placed on there. Remember, we always set anything we use cream. Now we're going to go in with black for our eyebrows, and we're really going to just draw them on. We're not going to do any nice hair-like marks because we're trying to look like a puppet. So we're going to draw those on with black. We really want them to be defined and just nice and crisp. Toward the inner area, I'm going to actually square that off and not have it look soft or anything. I want it to look like we drew them on with a Sharpie. Essentially. Now I'm gonna go in with some concealer, the dark brown and that kind of medium brown there, and I am going to start to contour. We're going to carve as if you were wood. We're going to carve out our nose as if, you know, you were chiseled out of a piece of wood and became a mannequin, a dummy or a mannequin or whatever. So I'm going to carve out our nose area, making sure that it is really straight and try to make it as narrow as possible. To get the cheekbone area, you can just smile to ensure that you get right where your cheekbones normally go. You know, so that when you do, if you should choose to smile while you're out, you don't look crazy because your cheekbones are enhanced where they are. And this is just going to be varied depending on your skin, your face, your facial features. So just drawing a very thin line mixed with that light brown and dark brown. After you get that all done, you're going to take a brush, any type of brush, ideally a fluffy one, and you just want to contour. This is going to take some time. I'm sorry, you want to blend. This is going to take some time, and what I'm doing is circular windshield wiper type motions, so that everything is really nice and soft as possible, but still keeping the defined carved out line. Okay, so just really take your time with this. It is going to take some time. Okay. Just now I'm going in with a darker brown and just trying to really enhance the area that would be the fullest on a cheek if you were to smile. So that's why I use that step, and as you can see the difference when you actually blend and not blend. Now we're going to go in with black and make our bottom, chin area on ventriloquist dummies. That area is like attached to it so that it can move up and down, and we want it to look like that was attached to us. So I'm gonna exaggerate it just a little bit and not make it perfect straight on down. It's gonna come out a little bit and then go down because I want it to look like a whole separate part. Again, you got to blend this because we want to always create dimension. We could go in and just make simple lines and that would be fine, but we want to take our costumes and kick them up a whole nother notch. I look crazy and I saw myself and just kind of laughed a little bit, but you want to just go in and blend again to your liking. Just blend it to your liking. I saw some areas that I wasn't that fond of, so I went in and blended a little more. And I even go in with a bigger brush and just blend until it becomes exactly what I would like for it to be. And that's really the trick to this, is just blending until it becomes what you want it to be. I kind of kept the jawline area really harsh because I wanted to have that shadow that I've been chiseled out of wood. Okay. So I blended it a little, but I didn't blend it as much as if you notice the cheek and the nose area. So just blend. Now the fun part, we're gonna go in with the same browns and dark brown and just a variation of, and you're going to draw wood grain onto your face. I am referencing a wood grain photo, so you may want to look up some wood grain and see if you see anything that you like, and just draw the pattern on. And you just randomly place it, squiggly lines and circles and dots and all that good stuff. Just have fun drawing it on. And now I'm going in with the darker brown because that initial brown wasn't as, I wanted it to have some dimension. So I wanted to go in and just kind of pop a few, darker shadows onto my wood grain. This look would work really great if you wanted to do a Pinocchio look as well. This particular makeup, I want to show you here that if you draw like a big pattern or whatever, it will help take up the time it would take to really go in and draw. So I'm just drawing like a big, I don't know, triangular, circular, something rather, nothing really that makes sense. And I'm gonna go in and then draw the rest of my lines around that particular big whatever grain pattern I made. Okay, and that will really cut down on you having to go in, because this is really the larger portion of your makeup, is having to put the wood grain skin on. Now that we've done that, we're gonna go in with the same mixture that we had earlier for our foundation, but we're going to add a little white into that, and I'm going to go in with a brush and just in random spaces, there's no real rhyme or reason to this, ideally where you naturally would have highlight on your face, I am going in and just adding highlighted areas to my wood grain. We always want to create dimension when we are doing these looks. Dimension is the key when you're thinking about makeup, and if anything looks extremely crazy, you can always blend it away. So now we're going to go back in with that flat foundation brush I used earlier to kind of blend out my lines, and just lightly tap on everything to blend it. We don't want to get rid of our lines, but we want them to be blended so it looks like our actual skin and not just a bunch of lines that we drew on, because right now now it kind of has a tribal effect. But once we're done with all of the blending, you want to go in then and set it with just a translucent powder. This is just basic translucent powder. And that completes our Ventriloquist dummy look. We did the wood and everything, so this is indeed a very time consuming look, so you want to start ahead of time. You can stop before you actually start to add the wood grain type pattern to your skin with the just defining the cheekbones and all of that good stuff, like I said in the video, and just add your lashes. And if you have bottom lashes, you can always put them on. I decided to draw mine on. Unfortunately, I was not in frame, so that part didn't, yeah. As far as my lips go, I have on the a red, cherry red lip liner, Ruby Woo lipstick, and then I put a little bit of the gold from that Forever Makeup palette that we were using on my lips. And as far as the hair, throughout the video my hair was like this, but basically I just kind of pinned my hair back really sleek because I knew we were going for like a tuxedo formal look. So this is just a scarf that I have that I tied into a bow, and I tucked the tails into my shirt so that it gave the appearance of a bow tie. I have bow ties, I can't find them. And then this is just a button down black and white shirt that I have, and then pair this with some like tuxedo like pants or some ties or some slacks, or you can even do a dress and some suspenders, or however you would want your ventriloquist mannequin dummy doll, you know, to be dressed. You can wear whatever you want to wear. That's why I did the green eyeshadow, because I had the green tie that I knew I was going to be wearing. And again, you can put whatever clothing you want to put on your mannequin, I mean on your you know, for your costume. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was so much fun. I will see you guys back here next week for our next installment of our DIY costume series. Bye. I love doing street editions. These are by far one of my favorite Mane Monday videos to do. She has this question.
My name is Rachel. I'm